Hey y'all, so I just got this new Oracle deck in and I'm really excited to work with it because I saw the pictures. This was on Amazon where I saw the pictures and I was just like, I fell in love with the art. And I've been buying like a ton of Oracle card decks recently specifically for y'all, and I'm just like going ahead and cleansing it just to make sure, you know, the vibe is 100%. This is the book, okay? So it has the different meanings and stuff. This is what it looks like. Look at the back, y'all. It's so pretty. We're gonna get the box through and I'm just doing a cleanse. This right here, this key, oh my god, this is beautiful. My sister actually just got me this. I was really excited. It is beautiful. Look at it. She got it at the Botanica. I believe this is in San Elias Botanica, the one that I went to the last time with her. This one is really gorgeous. The detail is just beautiful. I love that it's a key. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all because listen, this is gorgeous. And so yeah, so we're gonna be cleansing the deck really quickly. I'm working on readings right now, but I just got this deck, so I figured I would just like cleanse it and show y'all what it looks like, so that way you guys can see. So now I'm just going to run each card through the sage just to give it a nice little cleanse and make sure that it is good to go. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I'm like really excited to use this. I feel like it's a really, aesthetically, it's just such a beautiful deck. And I've just been getting a lot. I've been increasing my deck collection a lot lately. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Oh. You don't really need to do it for a long time because the deck itself, look at that. So beautiful. Because air just cleanses pretty, it shifts the energy really quickly. Look at that. Oh. So yeah, so I just wanted to show y'all some of this. Look at this. What? So beautiful. I hope that y'all are enjoying this little mini blog. This is just what. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little mini reading for myself. I just got back from the nail salon. I just got my nails did. It's just gorgeous. I like getting the moon nails. So it's this gorgeous papaya like color, and then it changes to the yellow, this beautiful like honey yellow with like the heat. So if I like run it over the fire, you kind of see it, you see, because it changes with the heat, with the temperature, and I love them. So we're just running through. This one's just a really pretty, really beautiful. I love like when I get a new deck and I'm already getting downloads as I'm like going through the deck itself, like just the imagery of it all. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh, I flipped that. So yeah, I'm gonna be going through these and you will be seeing these decks pop up in the weekly healing circle and also in the weekly community oracle poll. You will be seeing these pop up. This is a vibe. What? Look at this. It's not focusing. Focus over here. There we go. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This is also a vibe. What? Look at this. This is also a vibe. This is Capricorn vibes right here. Straight up. Gemini vibes. Gemini vibes. Straight up Gemini vibes. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a little run through on the sage. Oh, what? So gorgeous. Whoa. So beautiful. I've always loved books like this. Like this just, oh my god, just giving me the illest vibes. Oh man, this is gorgeous. We got some men in here. I feel like I've gotten so many like divine feminine focus cards that they haven't had any men in them, and it's just so funny like seeing men in cards, because I'm just like, oh, y'all exist. Y'all exist in the world. I forgot. I'm just joking, y'all. Ooh, oh my god, the next couple of cards are really gorgeous. Look at this. So pretty. I will link this deck down below for those who might want to get the deck and, you know, play around with it. Oh my god, y'all, look at this. Isn't that so funny? That is crazy. That is so funny. Whoa. Yeah, so it'll be linked down below for those who want to get it and have, like, you know, a new something to the collection. I feel like this one's like, this like feels like a really bougie deck. It's really gorgeous. Whoa, interesting. It's the artistry for me. You guys know I'm all about like the art. I'm all about the art. Let me give this a little bit more heat. Just like a little bit more, a little bit more, because I do have like incense on and I don't want it to like burn forever. Oh my god, y'all, this is giving me Skyrim vibes. This is giving me a lot of vibes. The dice. Ooh, all of the downloads that I'm already getting. Yes, look at this. Ah, look at this. So beautiful. Oh, made a mess. I have to clean it. I love mazes. There's this one episode of Sherlock, the TV show, that I love that they did. And it was just like this, it's a very divine feminine episode, but it focused a lot on women, and it was just a really beautiful episode. They had this whole maze thing going on. I've just always had a thing for mazes. It's a vibe. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some work with these and seeing how I like them, but I think that it's just like, it's a really beautiful deck. Like, look at this. It's just a really beautiful deck. And it has like the gold is super bougie. You guys know I'm really like, I love really bougie decks, and I just feel like this deck is so beautiful. So I can't wait to play around with it some more and see how I like it. So yeah, so I will be doing like a little mini reading as we move on into our goddess hour for this week. So y'all will get to see how I'm playing around with this as well. So we're gonna dive into this week's goddess hour, and this week's goddess hour is all about reflection, all about checking in with the energy and our own divine feminine energies within our bodies. Now, the thing about connecting to the divine feminine energies is to pay attention to your intuition, especially when it comes to divination and what is coming up, what you're vibing, what you're feeling. So one of my favorite ways to do this is to have a designated journal that I use specifically for my own personal readings in relation to what's going on. Like as far as like using my intuition, what is going on intuitively, what I'm picking up, what downloads I'm getting, and how that's setting course and moving things in a different direction. So in the earlier part of this video, you saw me unboxing this really, really beautiful deck. And I'm so excited to get to feature this in this video because it's just such a beautiful, beautiful deck to use. And so I'm working with the Akamara Tarot for this, as well as the Divine Feminine Oracle deck as well. As far as pulling in downloads, as far as what I should know and be aware of. So this week was definitely something that was a little bit of a chaotic week for me, and I've had to kind of pause today specifically to reflect on a lot of the downloads and messages that I've been getting from Spirit, because there's been a lot of shifts and a lot of different things that have been coming up, and you can kind of tell that there are certain trigger points here that are leading to the other, because we have the 6 of Pentacles here and then the 10 of Pentacles here. One of the things that I kept noticing this week is how I feel like my legacy is being triggered right now, my legacy energy, my 10th house energy. And looking at my personal chart, I can see how, you know, that is popping off right now and exactly where. And it's a very, very critical time for my growth, my personal growth right now. So I usually do this reflective oracle reading for myself at the end of each week, just to hold space for myself intuitively, to as far as looking at the future and the direction that I am being sent out in. So it's definitely something that is a progressive energy, and it's all about what's coming up in the timing itself. So for me, this reading, I just intuitively like shuffled until I got some cards, and then I asked the oracles to give me some additional messages. So I have the 6 of Pentacles here, I have the 10 of Pentacles here, I have the Mary Magdalene. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and I'm fully divine. When this card came out, I was very, very just like, wow, because this is something that I've been feeling like for a really long time, especially when it comes to my Gemini moon. I always feel like I have this really, really close connection to Spirit and how they deliver the messages to me and how I act because of them. And it's just been like this beautiful kind of relationship where I'm able to kind of tap in and connect and, you know, be like, you know, thank you for allowing me to be the vessel for this information, for these downloads, for these messages, for these, you know, goals, and for guiding me towards these new beginnings in this way. And then I also got the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Oh my God, y'all. It's definitely, listen, I feel like, again, I feel like there's aspects of my own legacy that is being triggered right now. And I know this in this deck is the card of time, because it's a clock, as you can see. And so for me, like, my own reflections right now are very much, very deeply embedded into being very self-aware. Okay, being very self-aware, not only with my own divine feminine energies, because I am getting that quite a lot. I'm getting that divine feminine energies. I'm also getting the support of others within their own divine feminine energies, and understanding how we all must come together in this way to create something really, really beautiful. And kind of tapping into this is the park, actually. This is a card of the park. And tapping into and connecting to the earth and coming together as a collective. So there's definitely so much beautiful downloads, and it definitely feels supported looking at this. But if you look at the bottom of the deck, you're like, Abby, I'm peeping that. That's that 5 of Wands. That's the 6 of Cups, okay? It's definitely a lot of things that are underlining this shift, that are underlining the change, and it's gonna be a little chaotic. And I have to, like, even though like today was like a really, really like straight up a little bit of a rough day, because I've been definitely stressed out. I've been working on readings, and I've had to catch up on readings because a lot of the readings got a little bit delayed. So I'm sorry if you're waiting on reading from me. I promise you I am working on it, but I'm also working on like literally a huge project, and it's definitely something that I'm like trying to work through all of the little loopholes, make sure all the ends are tied. And I'm really excited, but at the same time I'm like, oh my God, this is such a big moment in my life. This is such a big moment in my growth. This is such a big moment for me to act on these downloads that Spirit has been giving me. And it's just really, really important for me to have these moments to myself and just like reflect and say, you know what, I need to just feel like I have that confirmation from Spirit, to feel like, hey, this week's been chaotic, but they've been triggering it that way so I can create action around that chaos to resolve those type of things. So for me, holding these moments for myself, because I do this like weekly, especially on the weekends. Once you get closer to like Saturday, Sunday, I like to give myself a little bit of a recheck on the energy. So I pull some cards for myself. I check in on what's going on. I check in on any additional messages that I can get from Spirit. And I always end up feeling very, very supported at the end of it. So I'm really glad that they came through for me in this way, because I feel like I needed to hear this, even though I know a lot of this already. I definitely feel like I needed to hear that confirmation. I needed to feel that like love, that assisted like love. So I'm definitely really just glad that they came through for me for this reading, as always. And I'm just going to, what I do is that with these cards, I go ahead and every week I just journal one page. I write down the messages and the downloads that are coming through for the cards, any symbolism that is showing up for me as well. I would write it down here, and I'll come back to it. So I usually do like a check-in, like a monthly check-in. And this helps me not only stay in alignment, but understand my growth process just by looking at things that are standing up for me, different things that the cards triggered within me, and how that's pushing me to grow as well. So definitely try to incorporate this in your own practice, because this is something that is really, really helpful to just check in with yourself on like a little bit on a longer basis, because I know there's a lot of people that pull cards for themselves every day, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But sometimes you need to, especially on the weekends, like I consider specifically Sundays my rest days. I don't do work on Sundays. I don't like to, that's specifically the day with Spirit likes to rest. And so I kind of take that time to check in on my spirits, to check in on my energy, and connect with Spirit and say, hey, you know, it's Saturday, it's Sunday. Let me just tap into the recap for the week. Let me just pull through all of the energies that have been going on and sort out a little bit of the chaos, and make sense of some of the things that happened this week that was just kind of like that maybe even felt all over the place, but that wasn't necessary for it to happen as well. So this definitely helps me navigate a lot of that and stay on track, because I know that at the end of the day, this is connected to my legacy. This is something that is meant to happen. And so this is also something that you guys will know what is coming very soon. If you're a Patreon member, you already know, because it's definitely has gotten a lot bigger from that video as well. If you're a Patreon member, you saw it. It's going to be something that's really, really amazing. And you guys already kind of got some of the information, but on the back end, there's still a lot of work to do. So I'm really, like, you know, really, really excited to bring it to fruition to you guys. But for everybody else who's waiting to know what's going on, I will be making a post about it very soon. And there'll be, you know, we'll be sharing a lot of that information very, very soon. So everybody can, you know, come through and join and support and do, you know, all the things on a spiritual level, because it's definitely a collective spiritual project, and I'm just excited that I get to share it and bring that growth. So it's a secret right now, but I promise you will know very, very soon. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and journal the messages and the downloads that I got from the reading, and that's gonna wrap up this week's Goddess Hour. Because you guys know the weekly Goddess Hour is a weekly self-care experience. This is definitely part of my own self-care practice, and I do definitely 100% recommend you do this. Just check in on your energy for the week that has just passed, so you can kind of go into the next week with a little bit of a clearer mindset, and it helps you, you know, set around and do some goals around some of the things that came up in the reading as well.
So yeah, so I hope that you guys definitely incorporate this in your practice, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload. If you want to be a channel member, you can hit the join button down below. If you want to be a Patreon member, the link will be down in the description box. If you want to book a reading with me, the link will be down in the description box as well. I will definitely see you loves in the next one. Have a very beautiful, beautiful night. Bye.